You tune? You want to tune? Can I tune? Can I tune without you singing? Can I tune? I just want to tune. See, it's out of tune. Every time I see you now, yeah, that look in my eye. Every time I see your mouth, I hear that smile. The early misty morning that I heard the engine burn, the old Ford outside. You believe in me again today. You convince me again today. You're leaving this hometown looking for someone else's golden ring. Should I say so long, Susanna? Hush now, don't you cry. So long, Susanna. Don't you cry for me. Sharing his cigarettes and keeping warm out on the road. Chasing down the lifestyle out on Highway 24. New York State was a rolling breeze and the sunshine, blue sky falling, the chill of old September creeping in. You were leaving me again today. You would convince me again today. You're leaving this hometown looking for someone else's golden ring. What should I say? So long, Susanna. Hush now, don't you cry. So long, Susanna. Don't you cry for me. Very nice, good people, good evening. Happy Thursday. Oh, Champy. The boys were singing shing-a-ling the summer that we met. You were 10 and 17. How could I forget? All the stars from near and far were watching from above, watching too, teenagers fall in love. What is happening in the world? Emilio's wife is sharing the live. We got Hair Growth Geek in here. She keeps changing her name. It's her prerogative. She's going to help your hair grow. She can change her name. Got a little salve. Put on the spots, the widow's peaks. And swoop, out it comes. I don't choose to go with that. I choose to go with the multiple toupees weaved together. But I'm going for a very specific look. I'm going for that 1970s carpet salesman kind of look, you know? She says I need her. Pompadour Central. It is a little pompadour-y tonight, isn't it? It's more like 50s than 70s tonight. You know, Hair Growth Geek, I should be your spokesmodel. We could track it over time. We could make a TikTok filter that tracks the hair coming back in. Weaved or woven together. Not an English major. Oh, I don't know. However I get my toupees to do what they do. I don't think he wears toupees. Why would you wear toupees if it was that far receded? Oh, good Lord, good people. All right, so I found out something about my Washington trip next week. It actually makes me feel a little bit better. There was some weird miscommunication where it was communicated somehow that we were testifying in front of a joint session of Congress. Not the case. I didn't think that would be the case because we're just kind of flying in to talk about AI. There is a joint session of Congress that day, which means it's going to be busier than shit in the Capitol. So that it still makes it a big deal. But we're going around and doing little groups of us are going around and meeting all the different senators, congressmen, things like that. But that's good. It takes a little pressure off. I just have to go talk. That I can do. OpenAI actually released something today. Wasn't anything we asked for. But we'll play with that tonight, see if it's any good. It's called GPT-4 Omni Mini. GPT-4o Mini. It's supposed to be better than the GPT-4 that we paid for a year. Faster by a lot. And 60% cheaper than GPT 3.5 Turbo if you're using it on the API side. So these models just keep getting better and better and better. I think it's half the price of Anthropic's Haiku, which is, you know, it's competition out there. It's war. I gotta see Champy before I go into airplane mode. All right. Let's see. Let me flip this. You're just going to see Champ butt. Champy, come here. Champy, come here. Champy. Brandon wants to see you. Say hi. Champy! 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 You good boy? You want to sing? Sit. Sit. All right, here we go. Okay, ready? All right, here we go. Ready? In a westerly direction, this car is my train. I've been driving, I've been wondering what it is I'm running from again. Feel like an 80-year-old man holding on to 29. Up ahead on that horizon is a California line. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've had enough of this freedom on the road. All right, that's Champy. There's your Champy action. Y'all get some Champy action. Travel safe, Brennan. Going anywhere fun? He's a precious little rascals looking pup. He is a little rascals looking pup, isn't he? You know, he looks like the RCA Victor dog. If you're old enough to remember the RCA Victor dog. Does anyone know Champy's Age? We got him when he was 3 or 4. We didn't know his exact age when we got him. He was an Oklahoma dog. Found him in a ditch in Oklahoma. We were 3 years at that house. He's probably 9 or 10, maybe 11. He was also a 3 strikes and out dog. Meaning, they told us, they're like, okay, you can take him. But 2 families have already taken him and returned him. So you're the last one. If you return him... Yes, the RCA Victor dog, exactly. So it makes sense that he sings, doesn't it? What's anyone got going on? What are you guys working on? His master's voice. I missed it. I didn't get to see him. Oh, you missed it. It was so good, Dina. He was singing right up into the camera. Oh! He was a little excited too. I don't know if that made it onto the TikTok. I could have been canceled because of that champ. He was very excited to be singing, apparently. Oh, dogs. What would I do without your small mouth? Drawing me in and kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding. Can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride. Da, 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 da. are there certain songs or genres that make him sing? Nope. It's acoustic guitar. It's occasionally brass bands playing national anthems at the end of F1 races. He likes those too. But like, we'll be watching TV and we won't even notice that there's like a guitar, like a little finger picking in the background, like. That kind of shit, like in the background of a TV show, and he'll just go, boo, wow. So it's acoustic guitar for sure. Not really piano too much. And it's even just like tuning, just a single note makes him go. An A minor, Champy. Champy. No, you're not singing? Loves him some A minor. I have Champ GPT. We have enough video now. I've been doing this singing thing with him for like 6 months now, maybe more, 9 months. We can make a whole album. I occasionally finish a song. He occasionally finishes a song. It just praises Champ nonstop and creates images. Oh, you're Champ GPT? That's awesome. Joker, you should share that in the Irregulars channel. Oh, very nice. All right, good people. Let's get this show on the road. If you're new here, my name's Kyle Shannon. I can tell you where I get my hair done if you really want to know. I have a team of 3 people work on this every night before the show. Well, 2.5. Plus a makeup person. Because, you know, you think this is natural? No. A lot of blotches. A lot of acne. Pockmarks. It's what they call Hollywood magic. Joker did the Champ GPT about a year ago. That's interesting. All right, so it's been about a year. Fascinating. Fascinating. Oh, I got some people sharing the lives. You're amazing. Thank you. So we can do whatever you want to do tonight. I figure I'll show some of the new, or we'll play with some of the new Chat GPT model. I haven't done like a Chat GPT walkthrough in a while. I haven't talked about how Chat GPT works in a while. So you tell me what you want to do tonight, and then I'll ignore it and do what I want. All right? Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your mind, damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll have love, 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 love. Listen to the music, people dance and sing. It's just one big family. It's all got forsaken right to be love, 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 love. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. Get away, I'm yours. Da-da-doo-doo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, love this song. That's a good song, isn't it? That Jason Mraz, he's one talented motherfucker. I watch that dude sing, I'm like, it seems so simple, but then you try to sing and you're like, oh shit! Fuck, talent! Yeah! I added hotkeys into my GPT custom instructions. Posted an article in Irregulars. That's kind of a cool idea, Dr. J. Okay, so the Irregulars. So everyone in here who shows up here on a regular basis is an irregular. Because why would you show up to this night after night? It's not normal. All right, Steve-O, why are you giving me songs to sing? That's about what he looks like, too. That's about what he looks like, too. Oh, except he only has black ears and he doesn't have the black over his eyes. But I can't get any of these image generation things not to do it just like that. It always puts black patches over his eyes. I revised my custom GPT instructions after reading the section in the article about hotkeys. Wow, that's cool. Find hot tools. Hot tools. Oh, keyboard shortcuts. Oh, I see. Shortcut action. Huh. You could also process combination of these. Oh, I see. Here we go. Useful keyboard shortcuts. 1. Respond in only one sentence. So wait, how do you use it? Oh, I see. Please explain this to me. As if I'm 12, you put an E in Okay, so let's see. We'll do this one. F equals... I'll explain what this is in a second. I know I'm mumbling and you can't read the font on screen. Okay, so what this big long list is a whole bunch of keyboard shortcuts with letters. So table format. Okay, so I'm going to go into Chat GPT. And we're going to go into custom instructions. So I'm going over here to my right. I'm going to customize Chat GPT. And then I'm going to say at the bottom of this, keyboard shortcuts. And then I'm just going to paste that thing in there. F, provide your response in table format. So then I'm going to say, we're going to go new. I'm going to go back to the main model. I'm going to say, I'm going to go F, compare hot dogs and real dogs. And it should make a table. Yep. Look at that. That's pretty slick. And so let's go back in there. My GPT. No, that's not what I wanted. I want to customize GPT. So let's scroll down here. Keyboard shortcuts. We're gonna do S : respond in Shakespearean iambic pentameter. Oh, this is interesting. You can also turn on or off the features now. I don't know if that was there before or not, or I think they just updated the interface. Okay, so we're going to go here and we're going to go S, and then we're going to go explain photo synthesis. And it should give us a Shakespearean poem. Indeed it does. It works. Dr. J, that's an impressive little hack there. I like it. Upon the green and verdant land doth lie a wondrous process 'neath the sunlit sky. The flora blessed with leaves of emerald hue engage in acts both ancient and yet new. They drink of light, the solar beams so bright, and breathe in carbon, hidden from our sight. Within their cells a miracle unfolds, as chlorophyll the secret power holds. This pigment green transforms the light so fair, in the light that blooms in the garden's air, with water's kiss from roots within the ground, and air's embrace where carbon might be found. Look at that. Fucking magic. All right, now, the marvel of photosynthesis. Now we're going to flip over to GPT-4o Mini. We're going to do the same thing. S, explain photo synthesis. Oh, it's faster. Look at it. Look how fast it is. In the realm of nature's light and green, photosynthesis, a process keen, unfolds and leaves beneath the sun's embrace, a dance of life, a miracle in space. It's a bit more simple, but it's not bad. And this is the new mini model. So it's faster and way cheaper if you're going to use it in your programs. The sunlight's torch, plants draws warmth through chlorophyll. They capture light so bright. Yeah, like the writing isn't as good, but it's not bad. I mean, this is certainly in the neighborhood of what we would have gotten with GPT-4. All right, what's the general opinion of using Chat GPT to help write a book? I wrote a book. I wrote a book accidentally on this very channel about 3 weeks ago. So my opinion of writing a book with ChatGPT is really high. Here's some things you need to know about it. You don't just write a book. You don't just go, give me a book on this, and it spits out a good book. But if you think of ChatGPT more like a writing partner, and you say, hey, I have an idea for a book, and I want you to come up with 5 or 6 different storytelling frameworks, story frameworks that we can organize this book in, and it'll give you story frameworks. And then you say, okay, I like framework 2 and I like framework 5, and could you make a hybrid story framework that combines those two? Sure, here it is. It'll give you that. Then you could say, okay, here are the elements of my book. Here are the characters. Here are the plot elements. Use that story framework and fill out my, create an outline for my book. And then it'll do that. And then critique the shit out of that outline. You got this wrong, reorder these things. That's completely wrong. You took a left at Albuquerque, all that sort of shit. And then you go in and start sort of breaking it down. Give me an outline for chapter 1. Now, flesh out this section of this outline of chapter 1. So you sort of build it by filling in an outline. And if you do it like that, you can end up with something that's decently usable in a fairly short amount of time. So that's how I would attack it. But I think it's amazing for that shit. I would also encourage you, if you haven't played with Claude, experiment with Claude as well. The new Claude 3.5 Sonnet is really quite good. Some people like the writing style better than Chat GPT's. I personally like Chat GPT, but writing's a weird thing. So I would experiment with a couple of tools. So the two I would start with are Claude and Chat GPT. And then I would also, if you need to do any research, I would include Perplexity into the mix. I got a paid OpenAI account. What do you think is the best AI to scrub large own text files? Well, ChatGPT is really good at that. I don't quite know what you mean by scrub it, but if you've got a paid ChatGPT, go to ChatGPT 4.0. Let's go get. Do I have a manuscript in here? I think I do. Hang on. Oh, there's a book I'm working on called Collective Intelligence. So let me export this. Download plain text. This isn't that long though. This is only 32K. This is my prompt book. This is my quote book. So this is the book I wrote on the live. So Digital Gods, Lord Digital Gods to you. Digital Gods created a 28-page PDF of quotes of shit I've said over the past year and a half, and gave it to me, and I thought it was pretty cool. And so I was using ChatGPT to organize it and analyze it and things like that. And before we knew it, in a 2-hour session, we had written a book. So, so here's that book. Look, this book is dedicated to the irregulars. And we got all these little sections and all the stupid quotes I say. The beginning is here. Buy a fucking surfboard and start paddling. Shit's gonna get weird in 2024. If you haven't had a Kevin McAllister moment with ChatGPT, you're not doing it right. So it's a little back of the toilet book. But anyway, I would use ChatGPT for it. Just upload your big text documents here, and then just ask it to do stuff. And you can also have it. You could have it break. I don't know what's in those documents, but you could have it organize that data and put it into spreadsheets, or put it into CSV files, or put it into Word documents. You could break the text up. You could organize it. That's how that book came to be. Was I was using Claude and ChatGPT to organize the quotes. Yep, it's weird in 2024. I really don't understand why we can't have virtually unlimited context window, but memory is so small. I honest to God, I don't get that either, Brandon. It's just bizarre. It's got to be that something that OpenAI is doing is just really fucking expensive if they open up that context window, however they're doing their frontier models. Is the only thing I can think of is it's just too fucking expensive. But also, you got to realize ChatGPT has, 100 or 150 million weekly active users? That's a lot of people using it. So if they double their context window, you know, I'm sure their costs skyrocket pretty quickly. I don't think anyone else has near this kind of usage. Regarding book writing, would ChatGPT take top because custom instructions where the tone can be set? I think the ability to set the tone is quite important. I just like ChatGPT because I think it's a better writer. However they trained it, whatever data they trained it on, or however they fine-tuned it, it's just a better writer. It's just better with words. Now, you have to do shit like in my custom instructions, I have a whole fucking section on avoid overused words. Delve, tapestry, vibrant, landscape, realm, embark, vital, moreover, arguably, significant, ultimately, unveil. And phrases dive into, it's important to note, it's important to consider, based on the information provided. Remember that. Navigating the landscape complexities of. So I've got a whole shit ton of stuff that I don't want it to do. So you gotta massage these things to get them to behave the way you want them to behave. But you can absolutely, you could muck with those custom instructions so it just gives you really terse, short, concise language, or really flowery, blowhard vocabulary pushing, bloviating. Over intellectualizing. You can do it either way. Can I copy your instructions? Sure. For every response, I'll give you everything. I've put these in irregulars before, so, and I'll even put some keyboard shortcuts in there for you because I just added those. So where I'm going is I'm going to the AI Salon, which if you haven't been to the AI Salon, go there. That's our website. And then shortly below the top of the page, you'll see two buttons. The one on the right is the AI Salon Community. And that's going to take you to here. And down the left-hand side, I think it drops you on this page. Welcome to the Salon, where we talk about the journey to AI literacy. Play first, mindfully create, generously lead. We talk about our values. And then down this left-hand side, at the very bottom, you'll see community clubs, and you'll say AI Learning Lab Irregulars. And I'll say, here's Kyle's custom instructions. Now, listen. I'm fine sharing this, but use your fucking brain. Don't just copy this shit and think that what I wrote is good. Like, actually look at what's here, and if you don't like what's in there, change it and add stuff to it. All right? Because, brains. Brains are good. We should keep using them. Avoid overused words. All right, there you go. So those are there. So you can go grab those. We're not going to notify the entire community. All right. Can you show us new beginning learner how to create a GPT from A to Z, please? Absolutely, Danielle Quebecer. AI Learning Lab. Listen, the fact that you have AI Learning Lab in your name, you get special treatment. So yes, we can absolutely do that. So let's first talk about what GPTs are. So here's Chat GPT. And, you can ask it shit, and it'll do shit for you. It's super exciting, and everybody loves it. And then over on the left-hand side, you'll notice there might be some other things, and there's this button that says Explore GPTs. And if you go look at these, there are lots of them. There's a Scholar one. There's an image generator. Let's see. Here's writing ones. Here's productivity ones. And what GPTs are is they are custom. Think of it like custom instructions that we were just playing with, but it's a very specialized version of ChatGPT. AI means authentic intelligence, smart people using smart products. I like it. I like it. Okay, So I'm going to show you my very first GPT I ever made. This was made back in November of last year, 23. Sin City Sipper. Sin City Sipper by Kyle Shannon. So this is a Vegas bartender with a twist on the classics. So if you go to Explore GPTs and look for this, you can say, it's July. We're in a heat wave, and I need a refreshing cocktail. I like bourbon. I didn't even spell it right. Nor did I spell cocktail right. The Bourbon Peach Smash. 2 ounces of bourbon, peach, lemon juice, simple syrup, mint leaves, crushed ice. Smash that shit together. Look at that. So this thing is prompted in such a way that not only does it give you a swell sort of twist on a classic cocktail, it generates an image for the drink it just gave you. And now it even has custom coasters by Sin City Sipper. So that's what a GPT is. Okay, so now you're like, how do I make one? So we're going to go back to that thing, Explore GPTs. And then up in the right-hand corner here is this Create button. So we're going to use that. And that's going to bring you to this screen, the split screen. Over here is where you make the thing. Over here is where you use the thing to test it. What's cool about these things is that they are built instantly. They're instantly available to you. Okay? Now, on the make side, on the create side, there's 2 modes. There's the create mode and the configure mode. If you go to configure, you can start in either one. Configure, you can upload a picture, name your GPT, give it a description, give it, the prompting instructions, give it those conversation starter questions, upload knowledge to it. If you're intimidated by programming, don't start here, because you don't have to. Start with create. Now what create does, what OpenAI did here, and they did this better than anyone else in my opinion, is you just ask it for what you want. So here's the toughest thing to coming up with a good GPT, is coming up with the concept. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go over to, where am I? I'm there. I'm going to go back to Chat GPT. I'm going to say, I want 10 ideas for a custom GPT that is both entertaining and educational, period. They should be off-the-wall ideas that no one have ever thought of. Historical figures reality show, time-traveling chef GPT. That one's kind of cool. Mythology mashup. Ooh. That one's cool, and that one could have good pictures. Oops, what did I do? Alien anthropologist. Pirate historian. A pirate who doubles as a historian. This GPT would blend historical facts with swashbuckling stories. Okay, we're going with this. Okay. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go back over to where we were at GPT. This live is so useful and it's worth every minute. Awesome. I thought you were going to say it's worth every penny. It's like, yeah, but I don't charge you anything, damn it. It's not worth every minute. There are some nights. Listen, I do not have the hubris to think that there are many nights in here that are completely useless. But This was one of my favorite things about the Letterman show, David Letterman. When Letterman was the funniest was when he was bombing. So I hope, I aspire to live up to when this show's going horrible, at least there's something entertaining there. Okay. So we're going to just paste in what Chat GPT came up with, because I think it's quite good. Pirate, Historian, GPT. So basically what you can say in here is just, I want a GPT that does X. I want a GPT that helps me plan my garden. I want a GPT that is a librarian for kids' books. It can be anything, right? It could be, I think we did one that Brandon actually used that was, I want you to create a letter book, right? Like write the text of a letter book, the word for different, each letter, whatever the fuck they are. Anyway, so you just tell it what you want, and then you hit submit. And now what's cool is updating GPT, so it's doing its thing. You'll notice over here on the right, bang, it exists. A pirate who shares maritime history, navigation, and piracy economics with flair. Tell me about famous pirate ships. Well, I'm going to say, no, I don't want it to be super obvious. I just want it to be a storyteller that happens to be a pirate and always uses pirate stories. And liberal use of the letter R. How about Seafare Or Sage? Does that sound good? Yes. Wait, yes. Okay, so now it's creating a profile picture. You ignored my instructions to make it more of a storytelling GPT. Don't lead with pirates. Let's refine the context to focus more on storytelling with a pirate theme as a secondary element. What should be emphasized or avoided in the stories and historical facts? Embellish everything with piracy. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. How would you like it to talk? Should the tone be humorous? Your starter questions shouldn't be about pirates. Nope. Now, let's make sure every story gets a swashbuckling image to go with it in the style of classic paintings of the pirate age. We'll see if we can get it to make pitches for us. Got it. Every story will be accompanied by a swashbuckling image. It's all set. Okay, so here's our little thing. Let me reload that. So if I go here, let's see. Tell me about Ben Franklin. Ahoy there, matey! Gather round the grog barrel and let me spin you a yarn. Ben Franklin, a true sea dog of the American Revolution. Boston town, 1706. Day-to-day, telling the story. Is it making us a picture? No. Okay, so now we're going to go fix it. Okay, so this works, right? So this is now going to tell us, it's going to talk like a pirate and make pirate stories, but it's not quite right. So, in general, when you're starting a GPT, use the create side, and then as you start refining it, don't use the create side anymore because it'll break the stuff that does work. So, there's our picture. Seafare Or Sage is fine. Humorous storyteller. Let's just say a storyteller who loves spinning a yarn. Arg. Okay. So now we've got, here's the instructions. They're simple, right? This GPT is a humorous storyteller and historian that embellishes all tales with pirate themes. The GPT's role is to entertain, educate. So you got all that. So I'm going to say, follow these rules. I'm just going to put in one for now. After you... Why is my keyboard not working? After you tell a story, make a landscape-oriented painting of swashbuckling pirates depicting the scene depicting a scene from the story. All right, so now we gave it a rule. We should be able to go over here and test it and say, tell me about Alexander Hamilton. Ahoy, matey, gather round as I spin a tale of Alexander Hamilton. Let's see. After you tell a story, I'm going to say important automatically make a picture for the story after you write it. And I got to check one thing. I got to see if image generation is turned on. It is. DALL-E image generation is turned on. So down below here, you can leave on web browsing. I don't want web browsing on. Well, although that could be kind of funny. Oh yeah, we'll play with web browsing here in a second. In fact, we'll go make it one of these starter questions. Tell me about famous ships in history. That's fine. How did sailors navigate? Let's see. Tell me about a news story from today. All right, let's see how that goes. Tell me about a news story from today. Now it should, yes, searching the news, July 8th. Ahoy, matey, gather round as I spin ye a tale. Today, Britain be hosting a grand summit of European leaders at Blenheim Palace. Oh, look, it's even giving citations. That's new. Now let's paint a picture. All right, it's doing the thing. It did the thing. But it didn't do it with swashbucklers. Okay. So, like, important. Automatically make a picture for the story after you write it. Automatically make a picture that incorporates swashbuckling pirates for the story after you write it. Period. It should be a landscape oriented painting in classic realism style. All right, I'm going to reload this bad boy. We'll go tell me about a news story from today. It's searching the news. Ahoy, matey. Republican convention, here we go. Let's see if we can get pirates at the Republican convention. Come on. Where's our picture? Important. Let's see. Automatically make a painting for each story immediately after you write it without the user asking for it. Make it automatically. In all caps. It. I'm going to make this a new bullet point. Bullet point. The painting. What is going on with my keyboard, people? The painting should be landscape oriented in classic realism style. All right, fine. So let's make sure we're reloaded here. Tell me about a news story from today. La da 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 da. If you want to edit an existing one, will I break it? Great. Daniel Quebecer. So you were the one that asked about this in the first place. Yes, you will likely break it. So, Suzanne Welker, from the AI Salon and from in here, was really good at this. So here's what you should do. Do a version 1 of your GPT and copy and paste all your prompts and all your questions and all your settings into a document and call it V1. And then if you want to muck with it, then muck with it, and if you fuck it up, you can go back to that V1, and when you muck with it and get to a V2, copy all that stuff back into that document as a V2. So you'll have and put V2 above V1, so you just have the oldest one is always at the bottom, the most recent one is always at the top. So just have all your different versions of prompts, and then that way if you fuck it up, you can go back. Okay, so now to create this, I'm going to say create, and it's going to tell me how do I want to save it. I'm gonna before I save it, we're gonna rename this. The Swashbuckling Storyteller. I'm gonna say create. Did I break it? What did I do? Here we go. So I'm gonna put it in the GPT store. Lifestyle. What are we doing here? Education. Writing. This is storytelling. So we'll put it under writing. Save. And now I can view the GPT. So if you go right now, if you go to Explore GPTs and search for the Swashbuckling Storyteller, you can play with my GPT. So I'm going to say, tell me a news story from today. Hopefully this will paint a painting. Let's create this visual marvel. Ahoy, matey. I encountered a bit of a tempest while trying to make a picture. Let's see. Tell me about George Washington. Ahoy, ye landlubber. Born on February 22nd, 1732. Let's make a picture. To honor this tale with a fitting visual, picture a grand... make the painting. Well, it didn't incorporate swashbucklers in it, so this would obviously need to be fixed up. But it talks like a pirate. Like I would probably get a little more creative with this and have it always incorporate a ship or treasure or something like that. And then every picture should have treasure in it. Something like that. But anyway, that's how you do it. Really straightforward, really simple. All right? Why is it not automatically making the images? So strange. I don't flippin' know. Sometimes they're just flaky. I've noticed that GPT-4 Omni is not quite as predictable on some of that stuff, but just large language models in general are just flakier than shit. It's just the way they are. It's just the way it is. Look, my hair's getting taller. All right, what's going on? What next? What next, people? Daniel Quebecer, you are absolutely welcome, sir. Now go make 10 of them. Seriously, like, now that I showed you how to make them, go make a bunch of them, because in making them, you'll start to get your head around the whole idea of custom instructions and GPTs and sharing them and how you name them and, you know, how you put them in the world and how you market them and all that sort of stuff. You can't really make money with them yet. We're not here yet. You can make money with Chat Gpt. When they announced them, they said that you were going to be able to, and then I think that GPTs have been fairly significantly deprioritized. I still think they're quite powerful, but I think they've been deprioritized, so I don't know that the store will ever be a store. Sometimes I'll put the most important thing is to make images in the configuration. Yeah, that's pretty good. There's a way I could fix that up, but I'm just lazy. I'm a lazy bean tonight. I'm just a lazy bean. Use a spreadsheet to save your prompts, special instructions, date and time in a column for each GPT. That's a great idea, Firefly. Love it. That's my problem with LLM with memory, because it would choke on the data after a while. Yep, it does that too. They're bad spellers too, which you misspelled. You called them bad sellers. Kyle, that goes against your entire file saving strategy. I know, Dr. J. As I said, that was Suzanne Welker's hot tip, doing the versioning. That's not my MO. I don't have any versioning for my GPTs. I've got it for my professional GPT, the digital twin GPT I have for content evolution. I've got a document that's got history in it. And I think for the AI Futures book GPT, I've got one. But all of my GPTs, I just let them get fucked up. The other thing that you should put in there is go Google anti-jailbreaking. What are the latest anti-jailbreaking prompts? You should put those in your GPT as well, so that if you upload data to it, or if you don't want people to get to your prompts, it at least slows them down a little bit. If they're just sort of casually trying to get your prompt and you have some language in there that says don't give up your secrets, go get the latest version of that language. That's a good best practice to put in there as well. Did you say Google? I did, actually. Hey, everyone. Here for a second. Source Camp was shaken. Do or can GPTs be designed to export files into specific formats, PDF, text, etc.? Yeah. So the way you have to do that, and I say, make me a CSV file of the 50 states when they were founded and their first governor. And now this should say, see where it says analyzing? It's using Code Interpreter right now to actually generate a file. And if I click on this, I can actually see what it's doing. So it's writing code. It's using the Pandas library. So there's your states. There's the founding date for all the states. And there's the first governor of all the states. And then here it is writing it into a CSV file. And then it gives me a downloadable CSV. And if I download it and we go look at it, it should, yeah, Alabama, right? So there's our CSV file. So that worked. Great. Now, if I want to do that in my GPT that I just made, Swashbuckler, wait, why did it not, the Swashbuckler story? Oh, Buckler story. I lost my GPT. Where is it? Where is it? How did I lose my GPT? This is so annoying. How did I lose it? Let's just do swash. Swashbuckling. Oh, swashbuckling. So if I go into here and I go edit, so in my GPT, down at the bottom, I would have to turn on Code Interpreter and Data Analysis. At the bottom, I would have to turn on Code Interpreter and Data Analysis. But if you have that turned on, if you have code interpreter and data analysis turned on for your GPT, you could have it export Excel files, Word documents, things like that. And you can get pretty fancy with those. You can tell it to use Markdown or to format things so that it makes it more readable, and it'll do it pretty well. So the answer is yes. The answer, my friends, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
You can make money with Chat Gpt.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. It really is fantastic to see you all here tonight. Thank you for your time. Really enjoy being here at the AI Learning Lab. My name's Kyle Shannon. I like to think of this as an ASMR kind of evening where you enjoy my dulcet tones as I speak to you. La da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. All right. Someone get that man a Blanton's. Yeah, you palooka. Yeah, see? Yeah. Get that man a Blanton's. Yeah. Hang on, I gotta plug in my phone. My keyboard was dead earlier, so I had to plug in my keyboard. Now I have to plug in my phone. All right. What next? Hello, brother. Guitars in order. Which AI is best for text-based applications? Can you go over how to use Midjourney? Okay, we can do both of those. When you say text-based applications, do you mean just processing text, or do you mean actually programming like a text processing app? Processing text more. Well, if you're going to be doing programming, I mean, if you're going to be creating an application that you're going to be giving people access to, and it's using APIs, it's really dependent on what you're trying to do. Like if you're doing something where you want it to be good at programming, you might use a different model than if you're just trying to do basic text organization. Some of the text models are super specialized for certain activities. I mean, I would start with Chat GPT. I would start with the OpenAI Playground, but I would play around with Gemini, with Gemini's Playground, and I would play around with Anthropic's Playground. Probably those three to start. Okay. Midjourney. So I'll show you Midjourney. I'm not going to show you Midjourney. Well, actually, let me ask. Do you want to see how to make images with Midjourney in Discord, or do you want to see how to make images with Midjourney on the website? Because Discord is being phased out, and I think, does anyone know, do you still need to have 1,000 images in the bank, or is it 100 now, or can everyone have access to the website? Thanks. Helping someone pivot from manual transcription to creating a text solution. Oh, you should use Whisper. OpenAI's Whisper is really good. That's what I use for Storyvine's transcription right now. OpenAI's Whisper is solid, and you can run it locally. Like, we're running it locally, so all of our transcription just happens on our thing. I thought it would be easy, but it sent me to Discord, so I'm confused. Okay, Dina. Okay, so let's get you unconfused. Does anyone know right now? Can anyone post in here whether or not Midjourney is available for all users in their web, in the web version of their thing? I can find out from their Discord too. Yeah, this is really confusing when you're not expecting it and you've not been on Discord. It's fucking annoying. Announcements. Let's see. Weekly office hours. Let me go search for. Does anyone know Whisper is a speech-to-text AI application? Yes, it is. 100+ images. Okay, great. Thanks, Vicky. Okay, so here's what happens. And this is really fucking annoying. But you can thank the NFT bros for this. And then you can thank the gamers before them that turned into NFT bros. Okay, so we're here on the internet and someone says, you should try Midjourney. It's awesome. Go to midjourney.com. And then you go to midjourney.com. Midjourney.com. And no, it doesn't take you there. Let me see. Let me log out. How do I log out? Log out. It'll take you to this thing. Oh. You say sign up or sign in or whatever. It jumps you here. And this is Discord. And so Discord's really annoying. So the way Discord works is if you've used Slack at work, Slack is a copy of Discord. So every one of these little circles down here is what's called a Discord server. And one of these is for Midjourney. So it's got a little sailboat on it. Why they don't have a better icon is beyond me. And then once you're inside one of these servers, these are all the conversation channels. So generally what it will do is it will start you out in like a getting started area where you've got to do some things, jump through some hoops, click on an icon, agree to their, community guidelines or whatever. And then you have access. And in Midjourney, you'll see these newcomer rooms called Newbie 8, Newbie 29, Newbie 38, all these. And if you click on one of these, this is actually where you make images in Midjourney. Now, there is a web-based application, but you need to make 100 images in the Discord server before you have access to that thing, which is a real pain in the bejuties. So, to get started, let's see. Let me get to the bottom of this thing. The way you make images in Midjourney is you type in /imagine. Why is that? /imagine. So notice up here it says /imagine prompt. You can either type out imagine or you can just click on it if you see it up here. You click on it and see how it says /imagine, and then it's got an area for your prompt, and you put in your prompt. Let's see. A magazine quality photo of a 70s muscle car in an abandoned factory. It's like my go-to prompt, factory. And then I'm going to do --AR for aspect ratio. Then I'm going to do 16:9. And if you're looking at me writing these command lines like /imagine, and then you write your prompt, and then you have to put things like --AR, and you're like, am I seriously having to write code to make images? The answer, unfortunately, is yes. It's not that big a deal, but you do have to kind of learn some shit. So I'm going to send that into the machine. Do I say ex machina? That's a beautiful interior, isn't it? 3D rendering of a modern. And what's kind of cool about these Discord channels is you're making images in the mix with other people. So if you see something that you like, you can grab their prompt and start iterating on it. And people do that all the time. There's my muscle cars being imagined. And if you notice that they're kind of screwed up at first, and then they got a little more in focus, and then a little more, and then a little more. That's the way diffusion models work. They start out as this completely diffused amalgamation of, probably thousands of images. They've kind of averaged all the image information together into one sort of blurry image, and then it sort of, denoises it over 50 steps or something like that. So once you've created those images, you get these buttons: U1 2 3 4, V1 2 3 4, and a redo button. So the redo button is just, I hate these, give me 4 more. U stands for upscale, V stands for variation. So I think image 1, and it's 1 2 3 4. So I think image 1 is interesting but not quite right. So I'm going to do variations of 1. The form submitted. Oh. And then I'm going to upscale number 3, this one here, because I like that one. And then I'll make a big version of that one. So there's my biggie. And then I'm going to do upscale creative. And we'll make that one look all nice. That'll be a nice big image. And then somewhere in here I should get variations on that one, where we're looking at the side of the car. And there are many, many rabbit holes. So what I would strongly encourage you to do is go to the AI Salon, join the community, let people know you want to work on Midjourney. Go check out, there are a number of different areas in the AI Salon where you can find people that are doing interesting stuff with Midjourney. You can find people in the Irregulars channel. You can find people there's a guild called Learn and Do with Peter. Peter Kaminsky is really good at this stuff. Dr. J in here is really good at this stuff. There's a bunch of people in this community that are really good at Midjourney that will help you with it. And you can really just geek out. You can mix different images. You can do something called character reference, where you can take a picture of someone and make an image look like them. You can do style references. There's a whole sort of thing happening on Twitter right now, which is kind of fun, where, in fact, I can show you I've got this thing called My Mind. And so there's all these different styles of images. So like, here's a cool one. And see where that says Sref? See where it's got these cool sort of black and white drawings? But see it says -- Sref, style reference, and then it's got that number. I can copy that number. I can come back over to Discord. And I can go /imagine. And I can do hedge, let's say, illustration of hedgehog high jumping. And then I'm going to paste in that Sref, -- Sref, and then that number. And then I'm just going to see what it does. And so what we're looking for is it should give us something that's stylistically similar to those, because we used that same sref number, style reference. So while it's doing that, let's go back up and look at our variations of our hot rod. There we go. That one's kind of cool. I kind of like that weird-ass stripe on the back there. But of the 4 of these, this really weird, extra long hooded one, like this one's weird. I like that one a lot. So we're gonna upscale number 4. And then we're gonna creative upscale that as well. Let's see, where's our little drawings? There's our hedgehog. See, there it didn't really use that the style reference very well. Sometimes those style references are great, sometimes they're not. I guess these are in the neighborhood, but they're too realistic. So I don't know. I don't know how they work. But anyway, lots to explore in Midjourney. So anyway, hope that helps. The Discord said not able to make images, need to upgrade. Oh, well, so here's the problem. Hey Siri, go away.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Go away.
Okay.
Midjourney does not have a free tier anymore. They used to, but they don't. So you have to pay $10 a month to do Midjourney. But here's the deal. If you want the highest quality image generation, Midjourney is it. So I think it's worth paying the $10 a month. Where do you find the list of style references in Midjourney? There are entire sites dedicated to style references. So I don't know. Like what I've been doing, I found this thing called My Mind, which is a clipboarding or like a scrapbooking. It's kind of like personal Pinterest. And so you can just, like, if I'm over on Twitter and I'm sort of cruising around through here, let's see, I'll stumble upon some style reference pretty quick here. I don't like that one, but I mean, it just wasn't all that interesting. That one's kind of cool. I wonder if he's got style references in these. No. Of course I can't find anything now. Hang on. There you go. Sref. All right. So here's the style reference. So I can just go into here. I can copy the link, and then I can come over to My Mind and paste it in here, and just say enter, and it saves it. And so in here, I can now just search for Sref, and it'll filter all the style references that I've snapped over the past couple of weeks. And you can do that with all sorts of things. It's a pretty slick little site. But let's go try to find one of those Sref directories. There's Suno. All right, let's see. Let's go Midjourney Sref library. So here's one called Mid Library. Is this any good? That's kind of cool. Yeah, there's something cool there. Here's one called midjourneysref.com. Right? And so, yeah, so these are things you can just go search and scroll for. These are going to be hit or miss, right? Like this guy's got 216 Sref codes in there. There are millions of Sref codes. Here's the actual Midjourney documentation on style reference. Do they have a site where you can go? Upload your images, stealth mode, image prompts. No. Here's a guy that just did a Medium article with a bunch of Sref he liked. So you know, if you find a good site like this, I just bookmark it. But quite frankly, if you just go to X and go Midjourney Sref as your search, you'll just see a shit ton of them. And just, you know, find ones you like and copy, you know, put it in something like My Mind. Like that one's pretty slick. I think I'll move that one over there. I think I might have that one or something similar to it. Zoop. See, and it brought over the thing. That's kind of cool. My Midjourney Therapy. Sref 5972. Let's go try to make something over in Discord with this one. We'll go /imagine New York City skyline at sunset with Brooklyn Bridge in foreground. And then I'm going to put in Sref 5972. And we'll see how it does. srefhunter.top, says Vicky. If Vicky's posting stuff like that, she tends to know her shit. So let's... what did you say? srefhunter. What was it? Dot what? Dot... srefhunter.top. The fuck is .top? Oh yeah, this looks cool. This looks like it's well done. Like you click on a card. Yeah, nice. All right, cool. Let's see if we got anything. Oh, that's interesting. It made it photorealistic. I didn't say to make it a flat illustration. So it sort of pulled the colors in from that Sref, but that's actually kind of cool. And that's the thing about these Srefs and with all the just experimentation is Midjourney, like the latent space, like the images that are in the training set of Midjourney are just kind of bonkers. So let's upscale. I'm trying to think which one I want to do here. They're all so different. Let's upscale 2 and 3 and 4. And now I can also do things like I can do a custom zoom. So I think if I click this right arrow, it's going to zoom to the right and it'll extend it to the right. It'll make it a horizontal image, I think. This one I'm just going to, let's see, custom zoom. Aspect ratio, let's go 16 by 9. 16, oops, 19 by 6, 16 by 9, zoom 2. All right, that's doing that thing. Let's do upscale 3 here. Oops. Upscale 3. gorgeous. And then let's do Upscale Creative with that one. And that'll give us a nice fancy version of that one. Ooh, that one's gorgeous. Look at that. That's cuckoo. Upscale 1. It's sort of perverted Manhattan. It's kind of cool. Upscale Creative. That's fucking gorgeous. Crazy ass picture. The Freedom Tower. Some bizarre river going into Manhattan that doesn't actually exist. It's like the East River, and then it sort of hangs a sharp left. Wow. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Ooh, that is good, glorious. Look at that. I fucking miss Manhattan. Shaka-da-kang-kang. Look at that purple. That's so cool. I'm telling you, man. I don't know if you are cynical about this stuff. You know, yeah, whatever. It makes cool images, whatever. I find it just remarkable that we can just talk shit into existence. Abracadabra translates to, as I speak, I create. That's the world we're in. That is the motherfucking world we're in. Could you go over how to tell Midjourney to use a reference photo in Discord or in in the web thing? Because in the web thing it's slightly different. In Discord, you do it like this. It's kind of a pain in the nuts, but I can. Oh, let me go to Discord. So here I am in Discord. So if I right click on this image and say copy the link, so I've got copy the link, right? So I'm copying the hyperlink, and then I can come down here and I can go /imagine. And I can go, let's say, illustration of the St. Louis Arch at sunset. And then I think if I go --sref, instead of a number, I'm going to paste in that URL. I think this works. And so I'm imagining an illustration of the St. Louis Arch at sunset, and then I'm srefing, style referencing that Brooklyn Bridge image. Let's see if it craps out on me. No, I think it's going. Ooh, that's cool. Who did that? Realistic old Polaroid photo quality, patina silver and metallic, silver metal, retro futuristic 1950s rocket car. That's cool. That's the other thing about, there's something nice about making these images in a public space like this, where you can see other people's stuff, get inspired by it. All right, where's my thing? We're in a busy room here. It's kind of a drag. By the way, you can do this. So wait, what? Where's my... Oh, there it is. So it worked. Okay, cool. Didn't quite work right, but that's all right. We'll upscale number 3 here. And then we'll go left. We'll zoom, pan left. And that's going to give us an 16 by 9 image. Did you look at your hedgehogs? Yeah, they looked like shit. I mean, they just didn't look like the style of what I was looking for. All right, so this is now making a more better image. The other thing you can do, Dr. J does this a lot. You don't even need to have a prompt. You can just have image 1 and image 2. So you say /imagine image 1 URL space image 2 URL, and Midjourney smashes them together. It's pretty wild how that shit works. All right. The proportions on this St. Louis arch are bizarre. And all those images kind of look the same to me, but whatever. We'll upscale number 4. And then we'll go upscale creative, and then it'll make us a nice fancy one.
You can make money with Chat GPT.
Uh-oh. Hello. You little scantily clad bikini waif. How did you get kicked off TikTok? Well, I was showing people how to use Midjourney. Oh my God. I got permanently banned one night when we were using Kriya for real-time image generation. And it showed some booby. And TikTok was not a fan of the booby. I personally think boobies are lovely. Boobies, what's wrong with boobies? But apparently, that's kind of wild. Oh, I like the tiles. The tiles in the panels in the St. Louis arch. Pretty gorgeous. Gorgeous. Crazy. Right? All right. There's a big red heart for click and like on the desktop version now. Oh, is there? Create. Let me reload this because I should, all the stuff that I just made. Should be there. Live visibility restricted. So this was restricted because someone else made a waif with boobies. Or I said the word boobies. Whatever. So done with TikTok and their stupid fucking arbitrary rules. Good Lord. So like all that stuff that I was making over in Discord is now in my website. which is super cool. There's my hedgehogs, by the way. I'm working on some book covers for a book on collective intelligence. So these are some of the candidates. Thought this one was pretty cool. This one was pretty cool. That one's trippy. Wouldn't that be a cool cover for collective intelligence? The rise of collective intelligence in the age of AI. There's one more that I really liked. This one. That's another one. Told you it was magic. It's cool being able to look through your images this fast. I'm just sort of scrolling on my mouse wheel. Wild. Anyway. All right. I'm getting a little crispy. I'm sure you're getting a little crispy. You're like, Kyle, could you stop talking now? I gotta go to bed. You're talking too much and it's annoying me. What's with your hair? Why'd it get so big? What the hell is going on there? I will blend a screenshot of this live text answer with a pumpkin picture. Perfect. Love it. /blend. That works. Or /blend. That's right. Thankful Jones figured something out. Oh, Discord. Yeah, Discord's weird if you've never used Discord. It's very weird. Lord Digital Gods, thank you so much. Appreciate the roses, the gifts are always appreciated. Very generous of you. Really nice meeting you today and speaking. Lord Digital Gods is doing some cool stuff and is the reason I've got a new book. Well, it's not coming out because I haven't published it yet, but it's coming. I have 3 more chapters to work on. And I'm pretty much done. I've got some editing to do, but not much. Another 2-hour push, and I think I am ready to publish. It's exciting. It's exciting, people. It's called Embrace the Jank. And we're going to be embracing the jank, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. They're going to be nice. All right. That would be a great way to learn how to paint it. I deeply believe that artists using Midjourney or DALL-E as idea generation machines that they then manifest in the real world, I think that's a really exciting area of creative expression. Have you trained any models yourself? No, I haven't. I'm just to put sort of where this channel lives in historical context. For me, the thing that I'm most interested in about AI right now is the inflection point that Chat GPT represents. So before Chat GPT, you had to be a mathematician and an engineer and a programmer and a brainiac, and you had to know about model weights and embeddings and latent space and just all that shit. ChatGPT does for AI what the World Wide Web did for the internet, makes it accessible to lots of people. That's what I'm interested in is, okay, now that these tools have been unleashed on the world, how do everyday people use them? How can we use them? And how can we do things like make money with Chat GPT or use these images, things like that. So while I'm curious about things like building models, I don't really have the patience or tolerance or knowledge to go find some massive fucking data set and make my own model. It's just not interesting to me because I know that there's lots of other people doing that. And I'm more interested in, once that model exists, what can we do with it? And like even within that, like I created these things for a project that I'm working on for this company called Content Evolution, where I'm the chief generative officer. And we made digital twins of all the professionals, you know, that wanted to within this organization. And so we've got these GPTs that are digital twins of the professionals. And like right now I'm fascinated with how are we actually going to use them? Like right now, Kevin Clark is using those digital twins to write a weekly article for LinkedIn where the collective intelligence of these digital twins in a GPT are writing the article and even quoting professionals from within Content Evolution, but it's just doing it virtually. And then he's vetting those quotes with the real people. And I was in one this week that he vetted with me, and it was really good. It was like essentially exactly what I would have written if I were writing a quote for that article, which was amazing. It's amazing. So I think, you know, how do we use the models that are here, and even how do we use the tools we build with the models here? And it's crazy. We're in a crazy time. So anyway, all right. Make sure author is added to any introductions about you, Kyle. Okay, thank you. I will do that. This will be my second book, and with collective intelligence, I'll have three books. We would never be where we are in learning without you, that's for sure. Thank you, Silver Fox. That's very sweet. It's very sweet. And I feel the same way. I mean, again, I impart some wisdom here, but I learn as much doing this as I do teaching, you know? I learn as much as I teach. Because there's something about just doing this stuff over and over and over again. And, well, let me come at it from this angle. Let me come at it from that angle. Or like what I just did. You know, someone was like, I went to go do Midjourney and it took me over to fucking Discord. Like going back to Discord and making images in Discord, it's like a different part of your brain. And so, I don't know. I mean, all of that stuff contributes to, that's what this channel is about just showing up. Just keep showing up here and just keep playing. It almost doesn't matter what I'm talking about. Just do your own thing. Just be in the conversation. That's what this channel is really about. I think that's where the magic of learning this stuff is don't get too tied to outcomes, because that's really frustrating. I was talking to Digital Gods about that today, that like trying to get these large language models and even these image generation models to do something precise and repeatable is an exercise in fucking madness. So 2 years from now it won't be, but right now it is. My skeptical colleague has his Kevin McAllister moment today. It's so fun watching people light up. That's awesome. I'm telling you, man, people that are skeptical of AI, when they have their Kevin McAllister moment, they're the biggest converts. That's always the way it is, though, isn't it? That's really cool. All right, cool. I'm going to get out of here, people. So tomorrow's Friday night, date night. I don't think we're doing anything here, so it should be normal 8 o'clock time. You can follow my channel, subscribe to my lives if you want to support the channel. Keep coming back. Thank you, irregulars. Thank you, mods. Appreciate all the work you do. I know it's kind of... It's a lot and overwhelming and sometimes thankless. So thank you. Now it's not thankless. I have thanked, but I feel like I don't thank enough. Yeah, and just keep coming back. Just keep coming back. Okay? Why would I come back? I don't know. Because you're irregular. Have a great night and weekend, everyone. Thank you, Kyle. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Al. AI. Al AI. All right, let's do a little Romper Room Magic Mirror. Mr. IT, Joey in the house. Dr. J, Silver Fox, Cosmic Lover, Tobias is in the house. Call me Al. Emilio's wife was here. I think she was number 1 tonight. That was impressive. Teton Skier's in the house. Good to see you. Lord, Digital Gods. Silver Fox, Tam Z. Papa JJ, Dr. J. Cavruno. I love that you snapped a skeptic over to the light side. Forever Hooked is here. Spin B3, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a bit. Mystical 333. Hair loss remedy. Hair loss remedy. What are you trying to say? Hair loss remedy. Vicky, thank you. Jenu's in the house. All right, I think I got everybody. All right, cool. Brandon, I think, is flying. Good to see y'all. Hope you had fun tonight. Hope you learned something. That was fun. We got back into some hands-on stuff. It's been a little philosophical here of late, but it was good to get crafting again. Peace out, everybody. Hope you have a good one. Bye.